Hi, Liam Ward here at LearnTheHarmonica.com. Today I'm teaching you a box rhythm. This is a great one if you're a beginner and you're interested in playing blues stuff. You don't have to bend any notes. All you need to do is try and get as clean notes as possible. So this is great practice if you're working on your single notes or if you're just really interested in blues and you want something to get you started. It sounds a little bit like this. On the bass, it would actually kind of look like a box. The notes we're picking would look like a box, okay? Now, we're not doing an exact version of a box rhythm as a bass player would. We're kind of doing our own harmonica version of it. So it isn't strictly, probably a bass player is going to write a comment beneath this going, that isn't a box rhythm. But it's our imitation of a box rhythm, if you like. Quick shout out to my Skype student, John, who is over in the US. We came up with this box rhythm in a lesson together. It was improvised at the time, and he gave me his blessing to use it so that all of you could learn it. We're going to go through it nice and slowly, line by line, okay? We're thinking about, when we're playing this, trying to get the notes as clean as possible. If you're a complete beginner and you're not sure if you're getting single notes, clean single notes, then you probably aren't getting them. If you think you're getting them, you might be. And if you're certain, that's great, so you can get straight on with this. But you're trying to search for rather than, okay? You will have heard a little bit more than just single notes in what I was playing before, because I was actually using some tongue slapping techniques, but that's kind of a whole different story. We won't worry about that. We'll just think about the single notes for now. So the first line sounds something like this. Okay, so we've got 2 draw twice. I'm going to talk about that note again in a minute. Then 6 blow twice, 5 draw twice, 4 draw twice. So every note is doubled. So you've got that da 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 da. It's kind of a shuffle. There's a swing to those 2 notes. Instead of being da 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 da, we're going da 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 da. That's what people mean when they're talking about swing, about music swinging. The beats aren't chopped up perfectly, kind of symmetrically, as it were. There's a kind of lapse. Da 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 da. I hope you can hear that I'm not going, which is very even, kind of straight rhythm. I'm actually going. It's really key to this. If you play it too straight, it's not going to have that groove to it. You've really got to try and swing this. So I'm going ah da, ah da, ah da, and that's giving me that double note. So I do that on each note, the 2 draw, 6 blow, 5 draw, 4 draw. That gives me that first line. Quick note on the 2 draw. If you are a beginner and you've tried the 2 draw and you're struggling with it, check out my lessons on playing the 2 draw and other people's stuff on playing the 2 draw, because it can be the most difficult note to play on the harmonica for a lot of people. It's well worth persevering because of the techniques that you can do with that note later on, which you can't do with the 3 blow. The 3 blow is the same note, so you think, oh, why not just play the 3 blow? The 2 draw is much better for other techniques that I won't go into today, but it's worth persevering working on that 2 draw, and that's why I put it in the tab rather than the 3 blow. So that first line you would play 4 times, okay? And we're playing it 4 times because we're following a standard 12-bar blues chord progression, okay? we're not going to go into detail about what that is, but if you're interested in learning about 12-bar blues, again, check out my lessons on 12-bar blues to learn a little bit more about the theory behind that. But that's the kind of format we're following. It's the most common form of blues, so there's nothing strange about it. You'll probably feel it's comfortable. Line 2 goes something like this. And we'd play that twice. But you notice it's the same idea. We're following that double notes and we're going ah-da, 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 ah-da. We're finishing on that 2 draw at the end there as well. So 1 blow twice, 4 blow twice, 3 draw twice, 2 draw twice. Okay. Little disclaimer here. If I were playing a box rhythm, I would actually use a bend on this line because one of these notes is one that I probably wouldn't choose if I were playing a box rhythm. Now, I'm not trying to give you something that's wrong or anything like that, but it's because I'm thinking about beginners for this, I didn't want to put a bend in this. I want it to be accessible for beginners. Perhaps I'll do a lesson on kind of a more complicated version of the box rhythm later on, but for the beginner one, this works absolutely fine. So we've got... And then we go back to the first line, so it's just that line again, and we play that twice. So we've got 4 times through the first line, line A, and then we've got twice through line B, and then we've got twice through line C, but line C is the same note as line A. So if we combine lines A, B and C, we'll actually be 2/3 of the way through our 12-bar blues at this point. So we'd be 8 bars in. So it's a good point to try playing those 3 together. So we're going to play the first line 4 times and then the second line twice and the third line twice, okay? So we'll go from the top, see if you can join in with me. I'm going to count us in on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, brilliant. We've got 2 more lines to go. The next one goes something like this. And notice, see if you can hear the rhythm changing or the kind of length of the notes changing. So we've not got chunka, 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 chunka. That's just the way it was improvised when I wrote it. As I say, it just came out as part of a lesson with one of my Skype students, so it just felt right, and there's nothing wrong with changing the rhythm and length of the notes at this point. It kind of freshens it up a little bit. So what it is 1 draw and then 4 draw 3 times. Now this is a very kind of straight rhythm. 1, 2, 3, 4. But obviously the difficulty for us, we're getting down from that 1 draw up to the 4 draw, which can be tricky. You've got to get used to playing that quickly. I'm actually doing a tongue switch, which means it makes it quicker for me. But if you're not a tongue blocker, if you're a lip purser, if you're not even sure what you're doing, obviously just take it nice and slow and build it up to speed over time. We then switch to the blow and do the exact same thing. 1 blow and then 4 blow 3 times. Okay, so if you put those 2 together, so the whole of line D. Okay, the last line, if we have a little look at that and then we'll try playing those 2 lines together, sounds something like this. Now that bit at the end is what's called a turnaround. It's kind of a classic blues turnaround. It's what happens at the end of the 12-bar blues as a way of leading into finishing that 12-bar blues off and leading into the next one. And that little bit, those last 4 notes, is a classic harmonica turnaround. So I'm giving you that one for free. So the first half of the line is just like line A and line C. So we know that. The turnaround, 2 draw, 2 blow, 1 draw, 1 draw. So we put that on the end of what we already know. And at that point, you could go back to the start of this, or you could play something different. You could play a solo or some other form of playing over a 12-bar blues, but that takes us to the end of the 12-bar blues. Let's just try those last 2 lines together, and then we'll try the whole thing. So we're going to go from line D. I'll count us in on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Brilliant. So let's have a go at going right from the top. So this is a full 12-bar blues box style rhythm for harmonica. We'll go right from the top to the end. So we're going to play the first line 4 times, second line twice, third line twice, and then the next 2 once each. And I'll count us in on 4 as usual. 1, 2, 3, 4. Fantastic, that's the end of the box rhythm. It sounds really cool, fast this, okay? So practice it nice and slow. I wanted to play it slow with you then, but try and build up the speed over time because it sounds really cool if you get up to a... that kind of thing. And if you're a tongue blocker, try adding some slaps in there. I was slapping those notes then. That's what gave it that kind of rhythmic percussive sound, so work on those things as well. So that takes us to the end of the box rhythm. I hope you've enjoyed looking at this with me today. Thank you again to my Skype student John for allowing me to use this in a lesson. If you've got any comments, questions, queries about my lessons or about anything harmonica related, you're always welcome to put a comment beneath the video. You can contact me via email, contact@LearnTheHarmonica.com, or you can find me on Facebook and Twitter. And do join my pages and follow me on Twitter as well, because I put some offers out on there, and there's a great discussion of harmonica stuff going on all the time. I'm about to move house, so you might see me in a different room next time, but hopefully nothing else will change, maybe just the backdrop. I'll see you again soon. Cheers.